right, good night, everyone. Happy Sunday, and welcome to obviously season one, episode 8. We have some beautiful females with us in the house, and we have the handsome gentleman as well. We'll be joined by Stefan
Females
shortly.
versus gentlemen, sorry.
We'll be joined by Stefan shortly, and I'm not sure if Reggie will be here tonight, but we'll see how the night progresses. So I'm going to introduce the ladies. So we have Daniel D up top, spending some time with us tonight. We have Wooden Spoon. You guys know who Wooden Spoon is. So we have Wooden Spoon. We have Trishana with us right under Daniel D, and we also have Tashi here in the picture with us as well. So, welcome females. Thank you so much. Welcome ladies. Thank you so much for coming and spending
Thank
this
you.
hour,
Ladies, I love
hour and a half
that.
with
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
All right.
You're
Love it.
welcome.
All right.
Thank
So, and
you.
as usual, I can't leave out the gentlemen. So, we have Ryan with us as always. We have Warren as well. And we're ready to talk about, some real serious issues right now. So the first thing I want to talk about, and Warren, I'm going to put you in the spotlight right away, Warren. All right. So the first thing that we're going to talk about: do we believe that it is a man's duty to find out or to just give his woman money, or should we allow the woman to ask for the money?
Duty?
Pressure.
Yes.
No, it's not his duty unless she's a dependent.
Okay. All right. So can you give us some more? Can you give us some more, boss? Give us some more on that because I believe the women are saying, hey, if I am struggling, my man's supposed to can say, hey, I am struggling and step in and get the job done right away.
Mm,
If she is
mean.
struggling, but if she's struggling, why you in the relationship?
Mean. Mean man.
Think about it. Think about it.
Yes.
You
Woman
can
now take up
support a
man who is
woman when you're
struggling.
in a relationship.
So no. No. It's not his duty to burden himself. If he wants to extend a helping hand, then sure. But
Oh.
it's neither of your duty to burden yourself. No,
All
no.
right. So let me ask you a question, Warren. So you believe that if it's not a man's duty, so can the woman know this as, all right, this man is not good enough for me. Let me get up and leave him because hey, um, he's not like he just can't see that I'm over here struggling. He's not making this point of duty. Is that a thing that if a woman just get up and leave you, would you be okay with that?
Absolutely. What if she has a better option or she just wants to leave, then that's fine. But I don't think it's a man's duty to put himself through that burden,
Okay.
especially if he's not particularly wealthy. Suppose a middle class guy, middle class average Joe.
Yep.
Why would you burden yourself?
Okay. All right. Well, let me go over to Ryan now and see if Ryan have a different perspective or if he shares the same sentiments. So Ryan, do you believe that that's how it should be? Not a guy's obligation, not his duty to know. Okay, his girlfriend needs some help, his partner needs some help. Let me fork out some funds. Or are you the type of guy who wait until she asks you before you give her some money?
What kind of girlfriend are talking about? You're just going a relationship together, or you already
Let's say,
in a
And they
relationship?
call her
Your
girlfriend.
yeah,
woman.
let's
Yeah.
say 6 months.
I
Six
think
months.
because I look at this thing, I think there are stages to a lot of things in life. So I
Yeah.
think that let's establish you are with the person. Not to say you won't help that person, but you may help a bit less as opposed to if you're in a relationship for like a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it may be, where you're more established and you guys are basically solid in a relationship. That where you'll be likely to help a lot more. So I think it depends on the levels you are in the relationship.
All right, so let
Yeah.
me ask a question, Ryan.
Hold on, can I add to that, Kims?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I left out that part. It depends on the level, but I don't think it's a obligation at any level. You can pull out at any time. But however, if you are at a certain stage in the relationship and you are confident that the woman that you're with is with you, not because she wants to use your pocket and make her life easier, but she actually respects you. If she gets into a rough patch, then sure, extend your help and help her if you're at that point in the relationship. But don't just meet somebody and then try to play hero by crippling yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and I want to get to the ladies, because I see the ladies giving some facial expressions right now. These men are mean. But so let me ask a question, Warren. So, all right, let me give you a scenario. You meet a girl, bam, 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 bam. Let's say after a month, you guys establish this is a relationship. Let's say now, she's going to school fee beat her bad. Boy, she needs some help. School fee come up, exams coming up. Can't do exams if it don't pay for. But her salary not really match what she's doing. You as
Yeah.
the man now, remember, not only attack a month now. Would you as the man now step in and say, "Don't worry, babes, I got it," or are you going to be like, "Hey, we're not talk long enough, figure it out." What would the situation be for you like that?
1 month is too soon to be paying somebody's tuition.
Yeah.
It's
Agree.
far too soon. Because at the end of the day, is that she planned to hook up with you because she expected you to pay her tuition. You have to think about those things. So yeah, 1 month is too soon to be paying somebody else. You're setting up yourself. Really, that's what I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The books there wouldn't eat.
All right, so here's Michelle saying it depends on the stage of the relationship and the financial capability of the man. All right, Daniel. So let me get you in now, Daniel. You're a female. Do you believe you should have to ask your man for money, or you believe that your man should, hey, see what's going on, see my situation, and help out as he can?
Okay, so first, I guess indirect address to what Warren said. You don't have to be struggling for a man to give you money. There's just an expectation. If you're in that type of relationship where the man assumes the role of the main provider, which despite the modern day independent chit chat stuff, a lot of women feel like they're meant to be in charge of certain things, especially taking care of the finances. Even if you have your own money, you want to spend his. That's just how it works.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
That's just how it works.
Okay.
But back to the main question, I think that it is dependent on your relationship. I wouldn't want to be in a relationship personally if I have to ask for money, especially all the time. So I wouldn't personally be in a relationship like that. But if that's between two persons and they have an understanding that if you need something, you ask for it, and if you have it, you get it. If not, you don't get it. That's up to them business. But for me personally, no, I wouldn't want to be having to ask a man for money.
All right. So let me ask.
Unless it depends on the circumstance. Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you something, Daniel. So say you don't want to ask about it. However, circumstance, you ask one time, you ask 2 times, and then you start realize that you have to ask more often. Is this now where you say, hey, I have to talk to him about this? Or do you say, probably this is not the guy for me? Like, what decision comes into play at that point in time? Or you just continue to roll with it?
Well, that just wouldn't be the guy for me, basically.
Can I just ask a clarification on something?
Go ahead.
You, Kems, really, you said ask for money, but at what stage we're talking about, though?
I mean, Ryan.
No, as in, does she wanted to like to take care of the house kind of thing, or is it a thing
No,
where you get
plus
you
it
get a
can
you
be.
get an
I mean,
allowance a month or something like
so
that?
Ryan, I'm not really trying to limit it. It's out there.
Oh, it's okay,
Whether
okay,
she need
okay.
a little personal money, a little upkeeping, whether she wants it for go towards a tuition or whatever. But I believe this is all right, so this is my thing really quickly, Daniel. I believe the same time when a man asks for sex should be the same time he be willing to provide some money. Because listen, and I'm not saying sex or money, but hold on. I remember last week Warren came on here. Warren came on here and he told the persons that he marked his territory very early. That is something that
Keep
he
it
said.
on her.
I mark my territory very early. So Warren, I'm wondering how comes you mark your territory on a woman very early, but
I
Mhm.
know
but your
here
pocket tight
early.
very early too. How does that work out, Warren? Help me out.
R. Kelly vibes, man.
Yeah,
All
no,
the time.
because she staying with me shouldn't depend on the money that I give her. You understand? It shouldn't be dependent on that. I remember, I said that if she's unhappy, she can leave. But when we say my mark with territory, yes, my mark with territory as in yes, I'm here with you and I want you to be here with me. But if you're uncomfortable, then yes, you can leave. But I'm not gonna, you know, try to let you stay by sliding you some money. You should be financially stable.
Wow. 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 All right. All right. Tashi. I see some little facial expressions over there. I don't know. You're probably saying, "Boy, this guy. Boy, I'm sorry for this guy's woman." So
Oh,
let
woman.
Tashi.
I actually kind of agree with Warren. It all
Wow.
depends
Uh huh.
on the scenario, because I just want to get it out of the way. Is this a relationship where we live separate places, or we live in a one roof, or
Let's say separate places. Separate.
okay? So man having bills, woman having have our bills and stuff. Everybody at
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then
But he makes more money than her.
okay, and he makes more money than her.
Yeah.
So she pick out her apartment and can
Yeah,
figure
yeah. So
herself
all
out.
of, so all of that, you can create whatever scenario. But I'm just saying, like in the relationship within itself, if, as I said, if the woman wants a little upkeep, if she just wants a little bit of pocket money, if you just want to secure, if you say, okay, a long time I'm not give my woman money, long time my woman not buy herself something, I give her money. Is it something that she has to ask the man for
No,
personally, or should he just come forward and do it?
he should, but him not have to do it. Like it's up to him if he loves her and she him value her,
Uh-huh.
then him would have known say, all right, yeah, she need to go upkeep. But
Exactly.
him not have to give it to her if him nothing say
No
she not
one
worth
has
the
to do
upkeep.
anything.
You don't have to do anything, but you would look and say, all right, your ear one do, your nails one do, all this, but it's not a man and a feel problem that for upkeep or so to me.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you, Tashi. I appreciate that.
All
My
right.
opinion, yeah, I don't
All
think.
right, Shoshana,
Thank you.
I
I'm
see,
ready.
I see you coughing and you're saying mean man.
Mm,
And
yeah.
COVID.
so I want to hear from you. I'm not going to ask you any question. I just want you to go ahead, unleash, and let us hear what you have to say.
Right. So here's my opinion. I believe that women should state their standards and let it be known that listen, you're in a relationship with me. You are the man. You want to be treated and respected as a king. You are going to treat me as a queen. You're going to provide for me, and you're going to take care of me. Right out the gate. I'm
Hold,
not going to
hold,
even
hold, hold, hold on, Trish. So you're
like,
saying,
oh, I don't want any money. I'm here to ride or die for you. No. I'm an independent woman. I can pay my own bills. I can do everything for myself. But I am not going to be on no struggle love. It is 2022 ladies that go out the door, that struggle of something there in our work. No way. You understand?
uh-huh.
When a woman enters a relationship, she gets takes on more risk. You have risk of pregnancy. You have risk of so many things. You have to be cooking. let me tell you something. What I realize about men are not afraid to say what their standards are. Okay? They're going to let you know at the gate, I need a woman that will take care of me, wash, cook, clean, and do. You must come balance by your head. You have to look nice all the time. So if you're going to want all those things for me, you have to take care of me. I'm not going to even beat around the bush and prepare and act like, oh, I
All right, hold on,
no,
Trish. Hold on,
no,
Trish. I
no,
have a
I'm not
question.
gonna do that.
I have a
Yeah.
question, Trish. So is that a day one conversation? Like, hey, we're having this conversation from day one, or is
Yeah.
it that as the relationship continues, you
Hmm.
start to have those kind of conversations?
Well, day one, as I said, day one would be good. Just get it out the way. The man no one take care of you and no one do nothing to you. As
All right,
Warren say, it's to leave, it's
all
free
right,
to
Trish.
go.
All right, Trish. Pause
Yeah.
right there. All right, Trish. Pause right there. So Warren, let me ask you a question, Warren. So day
Mm.
one, Trishana come to you and say, hey, exactly what she just expressed a while ago. Hey, this is what I want. If you want to be treated as a king, these are the expectations. But you know you need to take
No,
care
that
of me.
sounds too harsh. That you know no style. And that's things go. You know, just come out
No,
and say
I'm
you
not,
have to take
I'm
care
not,
of me, you know.
no,
No.
I'm not going to be aggressive with it. Of course, you have to have like a style with my girl, but
Me know so no
Who
man
called
not
me
day
go
not.
and say me
one?
That is
expect
just
him
my
every minute, you know.
expectation.
No.
That is just my expectation, and I'm not going to even beat around the bush. I'm going to
What do
tell
we
you
call day
very
one? The same day you
like
meet?
No, no, like
like if you're even in the
Or the
text,
Come on.
like what do you? I can start a conversation by saying, "What do you see How do you see yourself as a man? How do you
The
see
minute you
playing your
find
role
interest,
in
like
a relationship as a?
longevity.
What do you think your role as a man is? Because I need to understand this. Because men want the king treatment without the king responsibility, and it naga work.
mm,
Understand me? So that is just my take on it.
okay.
I have been in relationships because I am a very independent woman. I
Okay.
have been in relationships where I make more money than my partner, and
Mm.
I was like, oh, I'm so in love, ride or die, and all of that, and I end up doing 80% in the relationship while they're doing 20%, and
Mm.
at the end of this is what I realize. It's just typical human psychology. Men see women like bottles of liquor on the bar shelf. Okay? Never you be a real nephew, always be a Hennessy. So if you put yourself as a little real nephew at the bottom of the shelf, he might go treat you as such. I
Or
realize that
would
men I realize that men treat women better, that they spend more money on, they put more investment, whether it is financial investment, emotional investment, whatever investment they're making, they will treat you better if you have standards and if you say to them, listen, I want to be provided for emotionally, financially, and so on, they will treat you better. The
Oh,
women that have these standards, they're always winning. And that is what I want to do. I want to win, I am winning, and I'm happier with my life the way it is now. That's just me.
boy, Trish, nah, lie, you're prepared for that topic here. You
Yeah.
know, you come out very. So Warren, so
Mm.
what
no, I just
before?
wanted clarification from Trishana with one thing.
All right.
You said something about you doing 80%
Mhm.
in the past, and then you also mentioned that the guy have to be doing this and that for you. So
Mhm.
is it now a case where you want it to be reversed, where you're the one doing the 20%?
Sure, because I am
Okay.
taking 80% of the risks. I am
But you
going to
did
be the
not
one
like it.
getting pregnant. No, I
But you
want
did
to
not
be
like
in
it. But
my.
no, you want to
I did
do
not
it. Okay.
enjoy it. I didn't like it. I want to rest with my feminine energy. Man is proud and confident when they provide. A real man, I should say, is confident and proud when they take care of their woman. Only a man with whatever issues or whatever they feel like they need a mother. I'm not going to be your mother. Okay, a lot of men see their mothers struggling in life all their life. Their mother nah no shoe, she have to
and give
spend
them more clothes to wash.
she have to
Mm-hmm.
bend over, wash clothes, do this, that. The father treat them like papa and they say, boy, I want a woman just like my mother. I am not your mother's son. Okay? Me not gonna
All
treat
right.
you like your mother. Me not gonna love you unconditionally like your mother. Just like how you not gonna love a woman where you have to provide for her. So that is just your standards. You want a woman when I go take care of herself, stress out herself, and wash, cook, and clean, and do all these things for you, and she expects nothing in return. That's you. Go and find that woman. But I will not do that. And that is just that.
All
I'm
right.
that.
So 1 second. So here is Michelle is saying, as women, I personally think it would do us well to have standards in other areas
Right?
also, and
Yeah.
not just
I
with
also,
money.
Michelle, I 100%
Yeah,
agree
but the
with
topic
you.
is money, you know. The topic is money, so that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
we're sticking to. We're not moving the goalposts.
Right.
All right. So let me ask you. So wooden spoon. Let me ask you a question. What? Just give me your take on it. Do you believe that it should be women should ask for what they want, or do you think that men should just see that there is a need and fill the void?
They should fill the void. I don't see why I have to come out and ask you all the time for money. If me here one day, you can't just say me can fix up your woman, you gotta make sure go to the giant, so. If me told
No,
them
but
look
all
crack
right.
and a
So,
break, you
so with
gotta
the
make
spoon,
sure.
hold on with the spoon. Pause right there. All right. Men will say, and let me say, probably let's use Warren for example.
Yeah.
Warren would say, "What happened to your money? Why you can't use your own money fix it here?"
You
Mm.
can.
Like,
You don't want
But
to.
exactly, I mean, it's not like it's all the time, but there's a sense of, like my man do this, him send me go do something every week. Go and go fix up yourself. I'm like when I hear look like this. Him can give him input how he wants it, and it's just that what to say, that communication, that it's just everybody have their own mix that they like in a relationship,
all
right?
right. I have another question to ask you, Wooden Spoon.
Yeah.
And I'm coming from a man, not Kemar's perspective, just a man, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, see, Ryan have a nice lineup there. I'm sure the lineup there where Ryan have probably cost $250, right?
Right.
Me could be honest now. The woman them wanna not doing a little lace wig, lace front that are
No, me no
400,
wear
five
lace.
hundred
Yeah.
dollar. No, not even why me I quote it in the US. That are 20, 30, $40,000. Right?
Enough to cost so much neither,
When
but
not
okay.
do when not do the knotless, when not do the knotless
Not
braids
with
and thing.
braids.
That's another $15,000. Not to mention you don't want to do the little eyelashes and all them little thing the long come out and on the fingernails and so. So I think the burden of responsibility that's on our place for them are we don't really want a man to come forward
No,
and
but
do.
why you have to think that far though? Is not everyone have that type of, that not everyone likes the lace and the extravagant 100K maintenance a month. Not everybody likes
Yeah,
that.
that's why I asked. That's why I
So
asked the
you
question
fit.
earlier. I wanted to know if it's emergency needs we're talking about that, like for things that deal with the house, like household needs or whatever. I wanted to know if that was the course of the conversation, or we are talking about everything with the woman them are deal with.
Anything at all. Anything
All
at
right,
all.
all right. This
Because
hold
if
on.
it is, if we're not talking
So
about
we're kind of
emergency
focusing
need,
on
it is not a man's prerogative.
Yeah, hold on the
It
Ryan.
is
This
not.
hold
It
on.
is not.
Hold on, the Trish.
Well,
Hold on, the
okay.
Trish. Hold on, Trish. This is probably where I stand. A
When we say
lady
emergency,
should.
I mean you can assist with other things and so forth.
Oh,
We're talking about needs here.
hold
Not
on, the
just every
Ryan.
little thing you want.
Hold on, the Ryan.
Kind of
Hold on.
something.
Hold on, the
All
Ryan.
right, go ahead. Go ahead.
So this is probably where I stand out of everything. A lady should be able to help take my 10 and make it 20. Now that woman can be pampered. I believe
okay.
this is probably the best
Of course, him
comment
pay for
that
nothing at
where
man.
I stand. Listen, I mean, give woman money whether she asks yes or no. Okay, sure, no problem. But as I'm kind of where Warren is, where it shouldn't be an obligation, but it should be something that if I see that there is a particular need with a
Exactly.
woman and I can do it, then obviously I will do it. One thing I
Mhm.
will not do and I will never do, I will never buy a wig and I'll never pay for weave. Ever, no matter what. I will never ever do that in my
You're not
entire
gonna say a pay
I
fees.
and three things. I'll never buy a bingo panty, never, wig, never, weave, never. None of
We
that.
know about the
But I
bingo
believe
already,
that
man.
a woman should be able to, as the person said, should be able to turn $10 into 20. and then that woman can get everything. When you just come to the table, I don't know what you have. I don't know what you have to offer. Let me see what is going on first, and then we can take it from there. So and see if that does go and be no. So for example, me, if Trish come to me day one and say, hey, even if she don't say it as aggressive as she did, but let's just say calm and say, hey, as a man, what is this? And if she say, hey, my expectation is for, if you want to be treated like a king, XYZ, XYZ. For me a runway when me hear that. That's me personally. I am running when me hear that. I say, okay, no problem, Trish. You are the prize for somebody else.
Trish knows that she on mute. Tell her that she on mute, no?
Huh?
Tell her that she's on mute.
Yeah, are the right person we want for runway.
I like that. Get it out of the way from the beginning, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't waste no time. Get it out of the way. Don't beat around the bush. Just let everyone know what your standards are and just get that clear from day one and stop pretending like that. And then you wind up being disappointed when you have a partner that is not willing to do for you what you want them to do for you. The reason why I proudly and I boldly say these things is because if me see my man face one line up, him not for ask me I come out of my pocket and say, babe, go trim up, go look good, because me don't want my man look struggling beside me. But if me have to go ask you,
Trish,
right?
Trish, there's no equal there, so because I just said it. A man line up probably costs $150, $200. I pay the chicken feed that.
PS5 costs more than the week sometimes. You want to be treated well. So it's all about also believe in
I'm full of the guest tank too.
Yeah, I believe that you should reciprocate whatever you're getting as well. I'm not going to just say I and dry. You have to mind me. I'm going to be a dependent and da da da. I believe you should reciprocate whatever you're giving and whatever you're getting. You should be able to reciprocate that. But I just avoid the mean man them. Me I go say it from the gate. If you don't see your role as a provider, protect and provide, because me I got pregnant at the end of the day. Me I got take all of the risk them in a life, and then you are just come sit down there and boy baby, you work your own money. You must can do your own ear, and then they see a man them when they want to impress woman on roadside. They like the woman. All right, I had an ex that used to talk about a low maintenance woman, and every day then they put Instagram like the high maintenance woman them picture.
Hey Trish, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Ryan, go ahead.
Trish, would you know this Trish today? Would you date a man who is earning less than you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, we're gonna move on to the next topic. We can talk about this all year, and I know Daniel have to go, Tashi have to go soon. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. So Daniel, let me start with you for this one. All right.
What's the next topic now?
So the next topic is going to be, if a guy flies you out, is sex mandatory?
Yeah.
So that's going to be. So that's it, right? So let us start now, Daniel. Seriously.
Argument done.
So let's start now, Daniel. Seriously.
All right. So straight up off the bat, physically, legally, just off the bat, sex cannot be mandatory. The expectation of sex can be mandatory. I think the expectation.
All right, sure. The expectation.
Physical being no. That's like a segue for rape.
So let me ask you a question, B. A guy fly out, go to a nice hotel, the Ritz-Carlton. When you get to the hotel, take a shower and thing, and then start hanky panky. And you said, no, and you say, all of that I come here for. Does he have a reason now to be upset?
First of all, semantics. After people focusing on the word mandatory, and rape, we're not doing all of that. We all know that we ask things here, but we all know the expectations, guys. Let's come off
don't be naive.
around meaning, and let's not be naive here.
You can't ever say sex can be mandatory. No, that's
I understand that.
The expectation.
So we have to be careful with words now. We know what each other mean. We know what
wooden spoon, hold on.
A dangerous door.
Wooden spoon, hold on. What may I say, D, is if you can take out the mandatory and use whatever word you want to use. let's
No,
see
the
the
mandatory is
expectation.
okay. You know, I said what I said. The mandatory is okay, but I'm just putting it out there. The
Understood.
expectation can be there because of the interaction
Of
and
course.
being in situations similar to that. I've had persons say, "Hey, would you like me to book another room?" Letting you know that if you don't want to do anything, that's completely fine. So there are men like that.
That's just
So
being nice.
it doesn't mean it's mandatory.
Exactly. Thank you,
So
Anna
for
K.
me, that's why
Davis.
I say that because I have been in situations like that and straight up them let you know that
Me
yo,
too.
there's no pressure. You're good.
Me
So
All
too.
right. All right. Let me ask Warren. Let me ask him from a man perspective. So Warren, you are where you are. Let's say, you know, no, you're a single man. You are where
Mm.
you are, and you talk to a girl. Obviously, you don't really establish a relationship. You not talk. You buy her a ticket for come by you. She's with you in the same household. Everything. Is there going to be the expectation? Say, hey, a little bit of hanky panky have to go on, or would you just be like, hey, I just want to spend some time, get to know you better. I'm not. I don't want any hanky panky. I'm okay if no hanky panky happens.
Um, is a girl we just meet?
No, man, you're not a talk, man. You're not talk, you're not communicate, but now you have fly around. So your money, your everything. You have only thing she does a come with her suitcase and a stroll to you. Are you expecting some hanky panky?
Yeah, naturally, of course. Because if I go to the ends of flying you out to me, then certainly. But the thing is, with me now personally, I wouldn't do that unless me and her have some history already. So that wouldn't be our first meetup. So if I'm going to fly somebody out, it must be somebody who I'm already active with. I wouldn't fly out all the way here to where I am and pretend as if we not expect hanky panky. Of course, I expect hanky panky. But
Of
I
course.
mean, if you come and you turn me down or whatever, I won't like try and get you back on the next flight out. Just you spend your time with me same way. Would I feel
Yeah.
a little way, yes, but you go back when you're ready and thing. But would I feel a little way if not never happen.
All right,
Just in case
Ryan.
not happen again, though.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Yeah, no, go up again. That don't go up again.
Ryan, give me a perspective.
I see some women in this section saying that men must state what they want. The fact that
Yeah.
the man is flying it out is him stating what he wants.
Yeah, look at
I
this. Look
No.
mean,
at, hold
we
on,
are
there, Ryan. Hold on.
adults. We are adults here.
Implied.
We understand what a man flying out a woman mean. Let us not
Absolutely.
beat around the bush
Absolutely.
and behave like we don't know what
Mm-hmm.
this means.
Absolutely.
No.
Exactly.
No, hold on, hold on,
No.
with
What do
the,
you mean
No.
by no?
hold on with the
No.
spoon. Hold on with the spoon.
No.
So here is Tia saying, if you
No.
don't have a certain level of comfort with a man, don't go out of town with him
That's
or
Exactly.
Exactly.
right.
discuss
I
That's
the
Yeah,
right.
agree.
expectations
I agree
Exactly
with
prior
that.
to
because
agreeing to the
be-
trip.
because the expectation is going to be you're a woman, you have common sense. You know
yeah,
what a man flying you out mean. Let us stop
Exactly.
behave like we don't know
yeah.
Thank
what the
you.
deal
I
is.
No.
agree.
Which
No.
is why Kim
So if
had
you're not
stated that.
comfortable with a man, if you're not comfortable as Tia says, stay home.
Don't go.
If
Yeah,
you're not going to go and give with the man when he wants, stay home.
Yep,
yeah.
absolutely.
Which is why I said that I wouldn't be doing that unless it's somebody whom I'm already active with. That wouldn't be a first time meetup. It must be somebody whom I'm already active with.
May I be honest with you, Warren? Not me, but you have some guys out there that take the risk doing and say, well, she not really show me no vibes over the phone, but hey, probably if I fly her out when she come up here,
Exactly.
it's a
There was
total
something
different
that
situation.
before.
But
Me put
she shouldn't be
Them
Manipulation.
shouldn't do that.
surprised though. But she should be surprised if him ask feet.
Exactly.
Because it should be implied that
Exactly.
maybe Maga ask feet. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they prepare
it should
yourself,
be at the back of her head for prepare.
This is my thing.
that's not
You
a
don't have
chance
to
I
give
would
him,
take.
You don't have to give him, but don't be surprised if him say, yo, let go.
That's why I said the expectation is mandatory. So
You see, my art. You see, first of all, from a guy tell you say, hey, when are the best time for travel? From a guy tell you, look, when are the best time for your travel? Because say, we don't have a little calendar stuff and we don't have everything we have going for. So when the guy tell you, say, hey, check the calendar and tell me when is the best time for your travel. You already know what time it is. If you're not on the same page or if you're not remotely, and I understand what Daniel is saying when she's saying, hey, guys will say, hey, do you want a separate room or whatever the case may be. let's say let's say you don't want to have intercourse, but you're saying, you're a nice woman, so you will think, you say, boy, extra room, that's going to be more money in his pocket. No, you don't have to get an extra room. Somebody can sleep on the couch, whatever the case may be. I just believe that if you decide to take up yourself, not you personally, but a woman, and go out and a man spending money on you to travel, I believe you have that is something that should be expected. I think that's something.
In the case of the extra room, that's just giving you that's just him checking to see your readiness to
You're a
participate in the
gentleman.
activity.
That's a
So
nice
if
man.
you tell him it's not necessary to get an extra room, it means you're on the same page. Now, if you're still, reluctant, then you want to see, because possibly you're meeting for the first time, because a lot of relationships nowadays start online. So
Yeah.
maybe you're meeting for the first time, so it's necessary. If he can afford to have you have an extra room, that's just a decent thing to do, especially if the relationship started online, which a lot of relationships do start online nowadays.
All right. That's a fair point. TS is saying she can also change her mind on the trip. That's her right too.
Right.
Tell me sessions.
Huh?
Tell me why you're on the trip section.
All right. Have you ever been on a date or you're talking to someone like over the
You
phone and the
realize that
chemistry is great and when you meet them in person, the corniness is on 100%. And everything it just the mask come off and you realize that this is not the one.
dry milk.
Ladies,
All right.
if you put yourself in another position, get me not tell that is rape. I would not coercion or anybody intimidating you into having sexual
No, we're not
relations
saying
with
that
you
though.
just because them pay for your play. Reimburse him back in money and move along.
Thank you.
Yeah, because
Thank you.
we
Yes,
can't deal with
remember.
that.
Yes,
We can't
remember.
deal
Yes.
with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Fling it on him too.
that's going to be the
Warren
word
wants
of
a
the
refund.
that's going to be the
Refund.
word.
Yeah, me no say I don't want him refund because you could have get one prostitute around the corner instead still, but hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
They will
All
do
right,
anything.
Levon, go ahead, boss.
All right, so Kims, what I'm trying to look at, right? I'm trying to
No
intertwine
Facebook
both
page.
topics that have been discussed. No, all right. Earlier on, when you were discussing about if a man should use their initiative and give the woman money, right?
Yeah,
Most of the females said that yes, the man should. The female shouldn't ask. So I'm
yeah.
here reading through the comment section, and some of the females are saying the man should state that they need whatever beforehand. So why is it that the female can't state that they need money? I'm just trying to intertwine both
Because
Exactly.
topics and saying that
one is in a
hypocrisy.
relationship, one is not.
All right, but hold on
Not
with the slow.
necessarily because what if you and I are in a phone relationship for over time and
Are we
then
not meet
eventually
yet?
meet up?
Relationship.
All right,
All
there's
right.
Yeah,
an
Not
like
meet
we're
art.
yet. So
talking over
There's
the
an
we
phone, but
art
never meet
to
eventually
yet.
this is
asking
this
for
is
Are we
this
in
is
a
the
money.
time that we're going to meet
relationship?
you.
Levon, there's an art to asking for money. And
Yeah.
basically, my granny teach me this. Like, if my granny needs something, she's not going to come straight up and say, yo,
Right.
Ryan, I need $50,000 to pay for this thing. She's going to say, oh, and this thing costs $50,000 and I don't know where I'm going to get it from.
Right.
She wants the man to step forward
Style.
and give her. So there is a certain dynamic, that man-woman dynamic with making the man choose to do it rather than you kind
That's
of
But all right,
let the
Daniel, I hear
man.
what you're saying, But listen now, all right. In the case of the man now, right?
Uh-huh.
From I decide that I'm going to fly you out for whatever. Shouldn't you as a
you
woman be
better ready.
thinking that I need some cooch?
Yeah, you better
That's supposed
ready.
to be in the woman head already,
Yeah.
So I
No, but you
mean,
have some men
what
that
plays?
actually fly people out for just
Hey,
meeting purposes, though.
man,
They've never
So wait,
given
suppose
sex.
him go and he meet the girl and him not like her. Him not physically attracted to her. She's not
This
what
is
he
choice. That is
expected.
no.
him.
Then I'm going to make a U-turn.
Oh, so she obligated to give something, but if you not like her,
I
fine. No,
thought I drove
prostitute with
Levon a
that
minute, man.
easier though.
Hey, so
Prostitute with
listen,
that
right?
easier.
So Levon, put up this comment. So TS is saying, yes, sometimes things different in person, things don't always pan out. And then, TS is also calling the man, say that we are very mean. Listen to me. Um, let me tell you now this. Well, let me tell you. I don't know if guys out there just fly out woman just for fun. But there is just like how Daniel said, there's an art where a grandma teach her. There's an art where our father, our uncle, and them people they teach you to. So there are certain things that we will realize before we even say we're gonna fly on out. So if we only show we on a hairstyle and on the teeth and all them things there, we not get fly out. We have to be 100% sure. Say the woman who we have been talking to are the same woman we're gonna get when we see her in person. That's the only way the fly out business ever go on. I don't know what these young guys are doing nowadays. I don't know if it's a different situation or a different standard. But we basically have to see everything and just the physical aspect alone, left for it to happen. Are you in agreement, Warren and Ryan?
Totally.
Actually, the
Definitely.
younger one, they're meaner than the older one, them still.
Yes, what?
Mm-hmm.
The younger one, they're meaner than the older one, them.
The younger one,
That's-
them not happy, man.
Yeah, them
The
just not
younger,
have it.
the
The
younger
older
than what?
ones, they're more
They
for
don't
do.
have it.
They're more for provide. The older men, they're more to provide. Because
And then why
just
you
relating
feel
to what Kemar
Older man,
said.
them already established, so them have them things. I just
All
like
right.
it.
So Tashi, you have been very quiet. You've been laughing, jumping around. I want to hear some of your thoughts, man. You've heard what everybody has been saying. Let us know. I want you to be the voice of reason on this one. You're a Wolmerian, So talk to us now. When a guy say a guy say I'm going to fly you out, Tashi, right? If you say yes,
Yeah.
you're ready for anything.
It's in a med.
Yeah, it's in your head say, yo, things are going.
Yeah.
If you are not comfortable, say things are going.
Me nah
You
go.
not go.
No.
All right.
Hey,
Another
me rate you
question,
know,
Tashi.
Tashi. Me
Me
rate
nah
you.
Thank you
go.
very much. That's
Me rate
simply
you,
what
know.
you have to.
Another question,
You
Tashi.
have to know so that the man wants.
Yeah,
Another
me rate you,
question.
Tashi. No, man, I forgot buy you something, man. Go buy you one drink.
I'm not
Don't
playing
waste
with
your
nobody
girl. We're
else.
not buying nothing.
No, man, me buy you
Dreams,
something,
maga buy
man.
you. Dreams, maga buy you, honey dear. Don't make him guess you up.
Hey,
Oh,
Tashi.
huh?
So another question. A
Mhm.
guy
Maga
say
ask you
him
for
a go,
something
a
too.
guy say him a go fly you out. You know think you have to see. You have to see certain stuff first before you agree to the fly out.
I have to feel comfortable. I'm not gonna just fly out to some
Imagine,
random.
Yeah,
If
the
I
man,
feel, yeah, what
the
I
man them
talk
have
I'm
long
not
and
flying
them
to
have to send
somebody
up
and
them
then you
nudes and them
can't.
thing there.
yeah, I'm not gonna just fly out like. I'm not frightened of a fly out.
All right.
Hey,
Right.
All right. No, we're getting somewhere. Wooden spoon.
here we
Wooden
go.
spoon, talk to me,
Yeah,
cause
yeah.
talk to me now, Wooden Spoon, because remember on the
Oh,
last
mister.
episode, even though you were in the comment section, you make we know say, hey, Ray, first date this, first date that. So
Okay,
talk,
now my situation different.
yeah.
Okay, my partner before we were together before we even saw each other. Yes, and I was in school at the time, and him take care of certain things before he even meet me. And
Big
but
up yourself, Kevin.
that's a nice no. And unlike it's just a different situation, and it's not that's not my first relationship that happened. Usually I have long distance relationships, and I don't know, it's just kind of expected for me. I grew up in a household where men provided. That's what I always experienced. I've never experienced any less, so I cannot speak on anything else. That is what I know.
Right.
So, and I also know how to treat somebody very well. So it's not like they're getting something for nothing.
Right.
There's nothing inconsistent about anything. There's always things being reciprocated. So it's like, all these new talks and things like that. I've heard men speak like that. I've dated them because I was in my independent phase, and no man not to pay for nothing for me because I make my own money and I have my own assets and all of that. And then them turn around and they became the men that I grew up to see. So it's like
That's your standard. You
they know.
imply it. You imply it somewhat.
I guess
And you
when they
had to
see you
do what
living
you
a
had to
certain
do.
way, they'll
Right.
try to upkeep that. So I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Warren, I'll give you the last word if you have anything to say. If you have anything else to say to the females, let them know. Let them know that once you agree to the flyout, you agree to it's like you sign a contract. So if you're not really prepared, then I think it's better to just decline the flyout until you're comfortable and ready for anything goes. But we're going to switch gears now, and this was a question sent in by a female. She wanted some answers, from the guys, and she also wanted to know if the females had the same experience. So the question is, for last week we asked about why don't Jamaican men date. So this week the question is, why aren't Jamaican men romantic? Why aren't Jamaican men? I guess I would like to think I'm Mr. Romantic, but
Our
hey,
standards,
you know,
the
Jamaican
standards,
men are very romantic.
they
They're
are
more
There you
romantic
go.
than
Very.
but the
Americans. They're
standards, that
very,
again,
very
so if you don't
romantic.
make it known that this is what I want, you are going to get less.
but look
Period.
like,
Jamaican
but
man,
look like
Right.
Daniel disagree though.
That's
I
what
don't
I
see
said
Daniel
last week
shake
about
her head.
dating.
Talk to me, Daniel. You think Jamaican men are romantic?
I think I've experienced very romantic men and some that don't have a clue.
yeah.
But I will say this: it depends on the type of person and how he views you. So if he's
Yes.
going for you,
Yes.
if he's pursuing you as a potential wife, then he's gonna do things differently. If he's
Right.
But
if
but
he's
Daniel,
pursuing you
but
just
Daniel,
as a hit and kill, then he's not gonna, you know.
No
all right.
man.
Here's Mr.
Before
Bernard. Here's Mr. Bernard saying the man is for thugs, not romantics.
Where
Listen,
that come from?
me not get
listen.
that. Me not
Listen,
understand
listen,
that.
listen, Daniel. It is being said. It is being
Well,
said
lost.
that it is being said that for Jamaican men, when they are romantic, it is towards something. So, say for example, if them know, say, okay, in order to get some loving from wooden spoon, may have to make the bed with some roses and so they'll go ahead and do that. But what she's saying is that Jamaican men, they don't take the initiative just without nothing expected. Like just be romantic today just because today is Tuesday. Not
I
because
can
hey, if
I can
if my
answer that.
huh?
I can answer that.
Go
Me
ahead.
too.
Date better men.
Huh?
Date better men.
Okay.
True.
What's your response to that, Warren?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Date better men. There are
Really?
men, Jamaican men who would do that. There
Because
are Jamaican men who would do that.
they come with romantic sample plus the for it, right?
Right. Yeah.
When you know what you're getting from day one, yeah, if you know what you're looking for, you can see the signs from day one. But
Right.
if not,
Right.
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
If a man really wants you and he wants to pursue, he's gonna be romantic. All of us have it in us.
What
Listen.
All
about
of us have
those
it in
that
us.
show romance in the
No.
beginning, but once they get you, they stop? What about that?
All right, here is Jermaine. What
Well,
he's saying.
I may admit that
Jamaican. Hold
sometimes
on.
after we get a woman, some of the romance might slow down, but it doesn't
Not
fully
slow
stop.
down enough. Stop.
All right, Warren.
Well, then you
So,
have to change a man there still, because we
all
have
right,
the
Warren.
potential
Let's
to continue
You,
being romantic.
you know, so
Warren.
Warren,
Why
I
does
talk
it?
come truth and I may agree with you.
Hold on, Warren. Question: why does the romance slow down when you get the woman? Help me with that. Why does it slow down? Do you
I think
feel like okay, I got
We
the
don't get
prize
the
now,
question
so I
there
don't need to
because
put
we
in the
don't
work?
agree.
yeah, I think it's just a psychological thing. Men like to pursue,
Mm.
um, and they pursue in different ways. A lot of men, them pursue with them pockets. Some men pursue with them words. Some men pursue with show the network with them have anything. But we like to pursue. And we get pleasure from the chase. So when we
Right.
have a woman and we have her for a while, since we no longer have to pursue her because she's already here, I think sometimes boredom
That's
sets
why
in.
woman must give them problem.
Bored
Guys,
Problem
people
keep the
get bored.
relationship
it's simple as
active.
this.
Bored
It's
people
as
get
simple as
bored.
this. After a politician win him down campaign,
Yes,
True.
yes, just like that. When you have it, you don't have the drive to pursue like you once did. So it is going to slow
Yeah.
down. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
All right, hold on. Put up TS comment there. She's saying if him not doing what you want, you're free to leave. You don't just sit with him if your needs aren't being met.
Yeah.
Why? When a woman love
But like
leave,
how
so
everybody love
wait,
talk
Yeah.
about things
Dave,
like things
Dave.
black and white. We can't just get up and
No,
leave.
hold
Like when
on.
they
Yes.
establish
What?
something with somebody,
No,
you
my
can't just get
question
up
is,
and leave
Yeah.
like that.
where are the women who like to work things out? All I've seen in the comment section, everybody want to leave. Leave.
Leave ya.
Yeah, like
Leave.
What
just
do I
one top make a left. If you not do this, left. If you not do this, left. I mean,
Oh man.
Communicate
are we
first. I
still
believe that.
in the dating phase?
But
What is going on?
but you talk for so much and for so long, you know. I want this be clear. As I said, communicate your standards. Say, you know, babes, I don't think you're as romantic as you were before. And him I say, but man, he just a put up him foot on the couch and go on like one thing come 3 years and go through the next. A time for you start saying, no, what you want to do? You want to see other people? Because that's what I'm going to do. Because you're not meeting my needs. Life too short.
No,
Me and living as no
no, but all right.
non-passionate. No, sir. I can't manage them
No,
relationship
hold
when
on.
no passion now go on and me
No,
not
but
see man dead for me like how it should
no,
be.
hold
Like,
on. But hold on, Trish. Hold on. Is there no? I think we're going off crazy right now.
it's not
Is it
crazy. A
there? Is it
reality.
there? Hold on, Trish, man. Is it there a grace period now where we can say,
Yeah,
all
of
right, then this
course.
guy is not doing. Let's give him 2 months. All right, I'll talk to him about it because I know everybody raised a certain way. So okay, let me give
Right.
him 2 months. Let me polish him up, and then we could see if after that point in time, then we can get together and move on with something. But the thing where you're gonna say, oh, you're gonna go to him and say, oh, do you want to date other
Sometimes I
people?
can tell him what you
Yeah,
need.
I got same after 2 months and you talk till you blue. A time for date other people.
That's the danger with
Yeah,
hypothetical, because in real life, if you have feelings to somebody, you're
it's
not
Yeah,
true.
gonna leave.
That's
yeah.
true.
Because
True.
everybody talking like it's black and white. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this, you leave. No, what are they?
Even
You
if
know
you're
what
hurt
happened?
and him not do nothing, you're gonna feel away, and him probably gonna notice, and then him gonna pick up some rose and win you back, and then you're gonna go through that cycle again.
Right.
It's
And
either
then
it's
him
gonna
get
get
lazy
better
again.
or worse, but it's not just simple as
Get up and
Right.
leave. Yep.
yeah, no.
But
Yeah.
Kems, you're not on the side of the defense of the men tonight, because you asked the question, why is it that some men stop being romantic? You
I'm
have to
sorry.
also
No,
factor in that you have
No.
to
that was not his
Someone sent that
question.
question to me.
yeah, but what I'm going to say is that, all right, if you look at it, sometimes it's a female, because, all right, if I meet you and you're hot, you dress up all at you, and then when we're together now, you start wear peer bingo and
Baggy,
peer big shirt.
bingo.
Are you
Why
not
need
buying?
to still be
Oh,
romantic to you?
So you're
Why?
not buying them.
you're not
No,
buying
man,
them. You're not
you
doing the
have them,
ear.
but
You're
that is
not
what
doing
you're
the
comfortable
nails.
in. That is what you're
Yeah.
Uh,
comfortable in.
Mhm.
mm,
Mhm.
well,
You want
listen.
to see it, you buy them and put her in them.
Exactly. If she wear the bingo, say, honey, sis, you go buy them yourself and say, sis,
That's
so
where the
you
bingo them
want something
yourself
red.
and
That's what
replace
I'm
them.
talking
Panty
about. A
cheap.
man that's ready to provide. He should have little initiative now. You go just miserable as here and the bingo and
These
not say nothing.
No, but you're not listening to Trish. She has them. She has all those sexy and this,
Show
but
them
she
Yeah, but
where.
choose to
how
I
wear
much
know
those
you're the man
so?
because
of the house. Show
How
them
much
you go buy
She's
more.
comfortable in them.
but how much you have so? How much you have
How much
so?
you
What
have
you
to
want to
start
see?
war?
Well, I'm
So
just the
like
voice
it's a
of the men
personal
tonight.
Show them
matter.
where.
Man.
Throw them
It's a
away and buy
personal
what
matter
you
tonight.
like. Yeah. Throw them away and buy what
You really
you
want
like.
to
She
wear
would
something to
love that.
entice somebody else, buy something else with brand new to your eyes
no,
that
no,
nobody
man.
else has seen.
I am perfectly fine if she wore it for 50 men. Let me be 51. I have no problem. We're the same G string. We're the same lingerie. We're the same everything. I'm perfect. Me no need for buying a new. Me no need for buying a new nothing. That's how the fuck.
It's wrong with you.
All right, I'm kind of superstitious with them something there. You see, like sex toys
I'm
in
sure.
past relationship, them get that way.
I'm
Me
Make sure
sure.
can't
them
do the
way. You
whole.
carry the bad spirit and the toxicity from the
Yeah,
past
So
relationship.
me sure them
no.
way. Me sure them
Hey,
way.
so wooden
Yeah.
spoon. Wooden spoon. I'm not getting in your personal business, but just a piece of it.
Mm.
So let's say underwear that you wore for a previous partner. When you're there with this new guy now, you throw away them underwear there?
Buy new underwear. Underwear cheap.
Hmm. The bad spirit and you know what people
And you
do
know
with
what? Other
underwear?
that I
They
like
wipe
the
up
thing. All
all
right,
heap of things,
just
all
like how
kind
men
of
like to
grimy stuff
chase.
out of the underwear them in the
Yeah.
previous relationship.
Yeah,
You wipe up
exactly.
stuff.
All for things escaping of the class. You understand? So you
Mhm.
have to dispose of the old and in
Yeah.
with the new.
New energy, new
Especially
vibe.
lingerie that you take pictures in and all them something there.
Mhm.
And then again, that's how you know. So if any picture exposed online, you know who.
Mm-hmm.
You know is
Mm-hmm.
who. Cause
Amen,
my
Toki.
thing change up. I don't know. For me, I have to change. I have to change laundry. I like the idea where this man is the only one that see this. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
he's the only one that saw me in this. So them can't say, oh, you send me an old picture from this and you send me an old picture from this or you wear this. Like, can you imagine? If they ever know what we doing at the old
The
laundry, they wouldn't
underwear
want it.
will wipe up some things from the previous relationship. You're happy if you not see a woman in that.
All right. So let's we're gonna move on to another topic because I know wooden spoon and stuff to leave shortly. All right,
Yeah.
Tashi, let me ask you this question. And if it happened when you were younger, or, I just ask. This is a general question, but I'm gonna start with you. Um, do you think? Do you think you could be? Do you think you could be the side person for somebody you love? So, no. Let us not act like we've never had feelings. Not you personally, Tashi, just in general. Let us not act like we never have feelings to somebody who was probably in another relationship or they're on the verge of getting out of that relationship. And you say, well, all right then.
Can't reach love.
Let me just stick on the side a little bit until him get out of that and then it's my turn. Right? So
Can't reach love.
I'm just asking you straight up, Tashi. Do you believe that that is something that you can do?
No.
Why not? Why not? Let me know why not.
So yes, I know Sam have somebody.
All right.
And me
Let me
just
give you
feel
the-
comfortable for
Let me
this
give you
second
this
and
scenario.
then fall in love.
No, let me give you this scenario.
Yeah, give me the
Exactly.
Let
scenario.
me give you this scenario because these
Yeah,
things happen in real
you
life.
must be a young one never get dig
Hold
up.
on, hold on, a wooden
Define the
spoon.
parameters.
Hold on, a wooden spoon, man. Hold on. So Tashi, free, right?
All right.
Yeah, there with this guy. Him there with Tamara.
Okay.
Things with Tamara sticky right now. It's on the verge. It's on the verge of breaking up. Him start talk to you. Him start talk to you in the time, and you say, hey, you have a girlfriend. Him say, well, I talk to Tamara, but it's on the verge. Of ending. And on bill a ban. Come on, Tashi, make we talk. On a bill a ban, right? Make we talk, see, right?
What talk, yeah.
All right. On a bill a ban, right?
Okay.
After on a bill the ban, now you realize that, dang. I feel this guy. Well, I really feel this guy. I really like this guy. But I can't take it a step further because he has someone. Are you willing now to just say, let me give him a month and see if he break off things with Tamara and then he will choose me? Or from him off somebody is just a hell no for you.
You would have to go break up with Tamara, wait couple months and breeze off. Then maybe. But no, sir.
All right.
I couldn't.
Daniel, how about you?
Definitely a red flag if him and Tamara have problems and headache and heartache, and then me come in a picture and him still wants Tamara and me
Still
like,
want Tamara.
that can't work.
That mean you not good enough. You're a whole number.
Yeah, that just wouldn't work.
All right. Since the women seem like they don't want that don't happen to them, let me ask the men. Warren, talk to me, boss. If it's a catty where you really rate and she talk to Jim Brown and so she and Jim Brown soon broke it off and you say, boy, let me just go and play the role until she and Jim Brown and then I will be the number one. Have you ever done that or is that something you think you would do?
I've thought about it, but I've never actually entertained it. Because I know that if things don't work out,
Right.
they'll put me in a bad spot, very
That's
bad
true.
spot. So even though I've thought about it in the past, and matter of fact, I've probably even come close to it, but I cut it quick before. When I started, it was getting to a point where I was a consistent sideman kind of thing. We just kind of stopped because
Yeah.
me I set up myself. Because even if she tell me say she and this guy soon break up whatever, I break up. The emotional attachment doesn't go away like overnight. So she's always gonna be inclined to go back to him and all and them something there. So no, I've never entertained that.
How about you, Ryan?
That is like scoring an own goal. You set up yourself a failure. That's a big L
True.
assessment.
Right.
So that is totally not recommended.
Yeah.
Common sense.
All right.
Yeah.
And here is Brianna Campbell saying.
Fall in love.
Here's Brianna Campbell saying, then if him cheat on her with me, him now go do the same thing to me. All right. And then I think there was another comment. There was another comment by Anna K that I wanted to read. And she's like, enough people out there trick the youths, make you think say them single and them married with a whole family.
Yeah.
So I
Can't
guess
trick me.
I guess that one is true. So the last thing that we're going to
Trick
talk
me.
the last thing that we're going to talk about is it was another question that was posed to me, and I just really would like to know what obviously the females would do and what the males would do. So it is said, and I'll start with you, Ryan. If you're out there in the streets and you see your virgin girl or your virgin wife out there cheating, is that something you're going to go back and, hey, Master, listen
Not
up?
your business.
Or do you just, this is a close virgin now. Somebody we know you're going to sit on the ball field tomorrow. Somebody you know you're going to see her work the next day. Is this a situation now where you say, boy, I can't hold it, I have to open my mouth, or you just say, you know what? I just mind my business.
No, you can't say close
I was in
virgin.
a similar situation, but the difference was that both couple, they and I were friends. And I know both of them were doing their thing on the side,
They're
but
supposed to sticky, yeah.
nobody knows me, no. Me don't need to tell the other person, either of them that.
None
But
of your
it might be
business.
different. It might be different though if you are only friends with one. Like for example, you and the guy are friends and you only know the wife. I think it might be different in that situation where you might be more inclined to tell your male friend.
Yeah, that may I ask you. You and the virgin friend, you only know of the wife, say, hey, Master wife.
All right, put it this way. If I'm going to tell him, I'm not going to tell him. If you get what I'm saying, I'm not going to outrightly tell him said that I go on, but I might hint at it in a certain way, where as a man I'm supposed to pick up a match officer.
All right. Here is somebody saying, here's Jeremy, here is Kevin Bernard actually saying, most people who report suspected cheating to their friends mean those friends no good. And Jeremy wants to say, may I make sure she on camera, cause me have to present evidence. How about, talk to me now, Warren. How about you, boss? How about you? You see, you know, yes, all right, you come on the show every day with Ryan. You see Ryan's wife out there doing the most. Are you still going to just come on the show? All right. Ryan figured out himself, you know. Or you squeeze Ryan one of me and say, oh, Ryan, hey, this and this and this is what I say I go on, you know.
You know, so to be honest, I'm not intervene in that one day, you know. I'm not going to intervene. I'm not going to do anything. It might sound selfish, but I don't think it's my place to go and report the right what is happening. It will come to the light eventually. It's going to come to the light. So I'm leave that one alone and hope says she stop her shadow. But I'm not go carrying on news. Because sometimes the couple will all hate you. Your own friend will all hate you because you brought him attention.
True.
And if you're embarrassed and probably all hate you.
All right, perfect. That's a great point. But let me ask you this. Let's say now you have a virgin fiance, right? And you know she go out, you confirm that she's cheating. They are getting married in a week. You are the best man.
Yeah.
Are you just going to be like, well, boy, I'm going to play my best man duties and that is it. I am not saying a word.
Yeah, same way. Same best man duties. I'm not going to say nothing. I won't say anything.
Cool.
It's not that I'm siding with her, but I feel like I'm not going to carry the news to the guy. Plus, wait I got the chances are I'm still going to marry her anyways. If it's that close, chances are I'm still going to marry her anyways. I'm not going to say anything.
Dang. All right. So let me hear from the ladies now. Daniel, I see you over there laughing. And you know, Daniel, tell me, what would you do? You know, you have a close friend when you come up from high school, or you see her husband out there acting a fool, or her fiance, boyfriend out there acting a fool. Do you say something to her, hey girlfriend, or do you just say, well, see nothing?
So to what Warren said, I have been on the side where I think it was in high school, I saw somebody, my friend's boyfriend, me and her coming from infant school, are we in high school, and her boyfriend was cheating with somebody that I knew that was on the track team because and I told her and she took it out on me. She got mad at me and, and I learned, and from that day I said I would never interview again and I do. See, I'm blind. I leave it alone. And let's see. I've been in a situation like where Ryan say where you know both members of the couple. I know the lady and I know the man, and both of them are doing their thing, and the man don't want to know if she cheating and she don't want to know if him cheating. Them kind of just like them little thing and them pretend to each other that they're faithful and life is good, and I don't want to disrupt that.
All right, so I know my friend Tashi. I'm gonna be the one to talk the things them, right, Tashi? Yeah, you have to open them out and talk the things them. You can't keep them thing a private boss. Wait, what? Do you agree? Do we have to? You have to let it be known to your friend, right?
And she happy?
What you mean? Yeah, she happy and she come every day. She come post here.
The
Hey,
bearer of
my,
bad
my
news.
my husband Kevin is the best husband in the world. I love him. He's so faithful. But you know, you have the dirt. You know the details. What do you do?
No, I'm not gonna tell her. No.
Don't take that away from her.
I don't want to take the happiness from her. But she go on. She will, it will figure.
Isn't that happiness? Isn't that fake happiness though? Because
No,
she's
that's
under
real
the
happiness.
No.
impression.
It's their
She's a,
fake happiness.
huh?
It is their one. So make them stay with it.
Yeah.
If you go intervene, no, she's
I
gonna
don't want.
resent
I
you.
don't want to be that guy.
Only way
I
I'm
don't
thinking
want.
I can intervene is if it's some careless person. Like, you hear say them have something, or, if it's something careless,
Yeah.
then you might be concerned. But other than that,
Ignorance is
See,
bliss. Let them stay and don't get
Sikadlan
into it.
saying saw a guy one time, but the girl told us she just tell him to protect himself. That's why I don't trouble people business. So the girlfriend actually tell her boyfriend to protect himself. So she said, and Deandra saying that she would tell. Michelle say that she would tell as well. Listen, if my partner is cheating on me, brother, I'm not care what I want to say. I want to know, brother. Me need to know. If let me tell you from now, everybody on this podcast and in the comment section, if you see me happy and me have a partner out there and them a cheat,
Yeah.
broke up the happiness, broke it up.
True.
Because me personally, me need to know, brother. Me no want no
James,
fake
we
happiness.
can ask something.
Yes, sir.
If your virgin come tell us your woman a cheat, right?
Yeah.
You gonna leave her?
No,
If
I'm
you're
just
gonna
gonna
leave her,
cheat too. I'm gonna cheat too.
Yeah.
Give
We
me
say
my
if you're
right
gonna
to
cheat, if
cheat.
you're gonna leave her.
all right. So this is what I would do. This is what I would do. But now, obviously, we're not gonna go and say because normally when you're in a relationship and you're comfortable certain way and you think say your partner faithful, you let down your guard on certain things. So
Right.
as I pay attention to every detail. So one, I start pay attention. Two, I know say my brethren now, whoever I call friend, I know them now come to me with nothing bogus. So then
Yeah.
say, I start, remember that wing thing they were talking about. So I start that.
You're gonna start be paranoid
I
for
have somebody
everything.
on the wing right now because now I have to protect myself, I have to
Yeah.
protect myself, so I have somebody on the wing. Ready?
Yeah.
So when I find out the full details of everything what go on, then I make my step. But I'm not gonna just after what you would tell me or what somebody tell me, I'm not gonna just jump up and cut like that. But I'm gonna put measures in place to protect myself and ensure say, okay, when this done, me already emotionally get over it and now me and the wing are par and I do it. That's how me would have
Yeah.
it personally.
Okay.
But let me
Okay.
tell
Okay. Fair
you a
enough.
story then real quick. When I then at university, undergrad, when Bridget want to play football with, woman a cheat on him like crazy. Everybody. When I say everybody and anybody. And I said, damn, them time I'm about 18, 19. I said, damn, I have to tell him. The yard man too, I have to tell him. And you know, so I'm going to tell them, I say, I call her, I say, brother, my brother call a girl to your wife because XYZ. Say the man go back to the girl.
I tell him to come
And I
and
say,
say,
what Kemar know about you? And she say, look, me and Kemar not talk. And I say,
Yeah.
so how him know say XYZ. And to phone the point, the two of them cut me off. Not only
Oh
one, the two
my.
of
and
them
them
just
say you
never
mixed
talk to me.
up. Them say
Yeah,
you
that's
mixed
it.
up.
That happened to me too. That
See that?
happened to me as well. It all
I know
depends on
that.
the friendship too that you have.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Token, me I go tell her. But
made
if I
them tell
any girl, me I go and let me not see nothing.
Yeah,
Cause
because
yeah,
they will cut you off and still stay together, So you one out of the picture now.
yeah.
All right. So All right, so we're reached that time of the show now where, so what I want to do, instead of the minute thing, because a whole bunch of us, so I want the guys to just have one question that they're going to ask the females, and I want the ladies to think of one question what they could ask the guys, right? So I'll go first, right? I'll go first. Um, let me ask Tashi, right? Tashi, let me ask you, what is one thing out there you see in this generation of men that you wish would change? Like something out there that it really bothers you that this generation of men are doing, whether they're not clean up after themselves, they're not clean the house good, or something, whatever it is. But what do you think this generation of men, something that they could have done better for them and woman get along?
I would say not taking care of their mental health. A lot of men have some mental issues where they need to go deal with some trauma, some childhood trauma. Where we as females, yeah, we're superheroes, but we cannot
Yeah.
fix them something there. So they need to go
That's
fix up
true.
that first, then come back.
That's true.
So
That's very
mental health for
true.
me.
Amen.
All right,
So that's
Ryan,
true.
shoot a shot at anybody. Oh, well, just ask a question, I mean. Sorry, ask a question. If you want.
Um, During the conversations we're having earlier, I realized that there were some inconsistencies in terms of how the women were looking at some things. So my question is, do you guys, what are your guys' thoughts on 50-50 in a relationship?
Nothing can be 50-50
I
in a
think it's 100,
relationship.
100.
It
Not
cannot be
No.
50. Nothing can ever be 50-50, no matter what. It can
Explain,
never be
explain it, explain
50-50.
it, explain it to me, please.
What
I
do
just
you
have the
mean?
devil's advocate.
Are you trying to be like, are you trying to talk about 50-50 financially or what?
Financially.
Financially?
Yeah.
Financially? What is 50-50 really? That everything is split in half, everything? So that's what we should have split everything in
Yeah,
half?
rent in half, light bill in half, supermarket in half, water bill in half, everything 50-50 down the line.
Down to the
What are,
cent.
what are your thoughts on 50-50 down the line?
As a man, if you're okay with that personally, let me just say, personally, it wouldn't even split 50-50. It would just be 100 for you because you're going to be on your way.
All
That's
right,
right.
Warren, shoot a question, boss.
Um, I just want to know, what is the perspective on men who have a lot of female friends? So him just is a guy, straight man, but him have a lot of female friends. So how do you perceive that
Big
kind of guy?
question, big question.
Oh, him friendly and him just have people who him can always link, just like as a girl that says she have a lot of guy friends, and if guys like to be around her, then it's like automatically that you have a what is something name wing,
On the
right?
week.
Yeah, yeah, it's just simple and plain. You know that these girls that like to be around you, they like to be around you for a reason. Girls don't like to be around me man to one. So if you have a lot of female friends, then you give it, there's something there that they like. It's either you're
Right.
hyper, they like that, you're the party person, you're they don't like that. You'll never see a nerd with a bunch of female friends. You'll never see that.
Okay,
So would you feel comfortable in a relationship with a man who has a lot of female friends?
No.
No. No.
But why not? I mean, if he's such a catch and he's in demand, you should feel like you have a prize.
No.
So,
No, it's
but
all
why?
right.
Why not?
Me take the nerd.
A price is not for everybody. If him have too much friends and he's for everybody, is
Me
not
take the
for me.
certificate, Me take the
Yeah.
certificate. The trophy can go there, but the certificate, me say
Right.
with the participation certificate, yeah, right?
all right.
No.
All right.
So,
We should
so
have to
since
be
it's
out of sight.
so since it's
Okay.
since it's four women and three of us, so let me ask another question. Let me ask Daniel this one, and then you guys could. But let me ask specifically Daniel. Daniel, how would you feel about having a man and he is, let's say, because we spoke about money earlier about if a man should know yes or no. But what if you are with a man and he's helping out his female friend? No strings attached, but she's short and he's helping her out with some money because it's his female friend. Do you have an issue with that, Daniel?
She have to wear heels, because that can never work, man.
Helping her like multiple time or one time?
How much time she need help? Who knows? But let's say
What's their
once
relationship?
once every other month, every other month.
No, that's too consistent. No.
Make us start help my male friend too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be woman.
I start help my male friends them too.
Kevin Bernard, speaking of that trauma, hope you do a show on being in a relationship with damaged persons. Yes, absolutely. We're going to one because
it's like the whole society.
But everybody damaged though. Everybody
damaged. Self-awareness is key though.
All right. So let me ask you, ladies, do you have any questions at all for the men before we
wrap? Warren gone.
No,
I'm not gone. I'm here.
Yeah, right. You didn't tell us your perspective on the 50-50 because I want to know how you feel about the 50-50.
Oh, I'm with Wooden Spoon. I was just playing devil's advocate to see how she's
okay.
Because I realized that some things were being said, and then when it flipped, it said that you guys said a different way. So that's why I wanted. However, I don't believe in 50-50. I don't think it's practical. Right. I don't think there is anything sensible that can come out of it. I'm not with it.
All right. Well, anybody have any questions for Warren?
All right, question.
Yes.
Any one of you guys can answer. What's your take on like your partner having a male best friend? Where
we answered already though. Last.
Nobody here. Oh, sorry.
No. Oh yeah.
Why you laugh?
That was a topic that we had. But Warren,
Okay.
go ahead and answer Tashi about the male best friend.
Yes, as I said in the podcast long ago, that the male best friend can't work.
Right.
Him too close. Me and him can't size up.
Never mark that spot, yeah.
The man marking territory, so the male best friend can't come nowhere near people.
He got to go.
All right, listen. So Warren, you see, Warren, I think you're being a little bit unfair now. Because you asked a question earlier about having a lot of female friends, but I guess it's not a best friend, so I guess it's kind of different. But what
exactly, it's different.
Tashi, let me tell you about, because I've been a male best friend before, like the female and me are best friend, right? And she have a relationship, and I just think it depends on the person. However, the way the woman thing set nowadays, I don't want no woman nobody introduce me and say, "Oh, this is my male best friend." Because a whole heap of time, woman introduce man and we know them thing they go. So don't introduce me. But if I meet you with a male best friend and I'm about you, then I'll work with it. Okay. But it's not something ideally one would really like, because I believe once me and you start talk, I am now your best friend.
Right.
I am your best friend. I am your boyfriend. I am everything. Right. So
my best friend is gay. You all right with that?
No, no want to gay. You're a man. No, to tell people. Hey, I noticed one quick thing before. I know a woman. I noticed, and you women can tell me why you guys do this. You women have a little thing where you like to emphasize the gay. I'm going out and this guy going to be there, but don't worry, he's gay. You like to emphasize that. Why? I don't care if he's gay.
We want you to feel secure. We don't want you to feel like, insecure about the situation. And if it's gay.
Yeah.
That happened to me once though, but hey.
Yeah, one night there him can just miraculously, curious.
But me not attracted to him, so not worry. No, I'm not attracted to him, so That is
I don't
that
know
is not the
that.
question.
All
Huh?
right.
I know
All right,
that.
guys. Well, definitely, want to thank you, for showing up and, having some good conversations. We won't have a show next week. So we'll be back here. I think it's the 20th. So we will
What
be
up next
sitting out
week?
next week. We'll be back the 20th where we will continue, these wonderful topics. And, as the guy Kevin Bernard said, we have to talk about, speaking, to persons with some childhood trauma. How do we navigate that? How do we know when to be aggressive? How do we know when to, be passive about it? I think that is something really important that we need to talk about. But thank you for everyone in the comment section. Big up to the producer, of course. And, you guys were awesome. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys not next week, but the week after, 2 weeks from
What
now.
up next week?
Huh?
What up next week?
Next week, book out, man. I have some business to do.
Oh, you say one girl I fly
Him
out.
a
You
fly
fly,
you.
you fly
One
Him a
girl I
your
fly
fly
bird.
out.
one girl.
One girl I fly out, James.
Him a play with
Hey,
somebody not less
hey,
brains.
be careful, Have a good night, gentlemen. Have a
All
good
right,
night.
All
listen.
right.
Okay.
Guys.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Bye,
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
everybody.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Mhm.
Yeah.